What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video, I'm going to be revealing the full set list for the newest OCG product known as Selection 5. Now if you guys don't know anything about any of these selection sets, basically what these sets are basically, it's a set that basically gives you reprint, gives the OCG reprints, excuse me, reprints of 5 archetypes from the past like certain amount of years or so, and it gives you excuse me, each archetype gets alternate arts of certain cards, and they also come with 5 new cards that won't be released in the TCG until like maybe a Structured Egg, or perhaps maybe even a side set, you know, like a Legendary Duelist season set or something like that. So so this one is really cool because the archetypes that are going to be in the Selection 5 set are Trains, Invoked, Sky Striker, Dragon Maid, and the Live Twin, Evil Twin archetypes. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't gotten the chance to get a full look at the set yet, but I'm very curious as to what is actually in this set. Although, to be fair, I have already talked about all the cards that are in the set, whatever they may be. I've already talked about them on the channel in past videos, which you guys can definitely check out. And oh, by the way, shout outs to Starbucks for the cold brew. Not sponsored. The cold brew is just fucking awesome. Kind of fucked up on the order a bit, but luckily I was able to get that fixed and make it home in time to watch Crown Jewel yesterday. Which, if you guys didn't watch Crown Jewel, seeing is believing, I will say. I'll just say it like that. Seeing is believing. But with that being said, let's get straight into the full set list. And if you guys enjoyed this video, and you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, follow me on my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well if you guys want to send any fan mail. Let's get straight into it, kicking things off obviously with the trains. So for the trains that will be in the Selection 5 set, you've got cards such as Rocket Arrow Express, which I believe all of these are going to be common, super rare, and secret rare, and I think there's going to be some that are going to also be ultra rare and ultimate rare as well. And then we also have a couple of like ghost rare cards I think they're going to be in the set. But with that being said, the cards that are going to be in this set for the trains, you've got Rocket Arrow Express, Night Express 9, Super Express Bullet Train, Heavy Freight Train Derrick Crane, Snowplow Hustle Russell. Yes, I know is a very interesting name. Do not at me in the comments for that one. Lion-Hearted Locomotive, Ruffian Railcar, Express Train Trolley Ollie, Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede, which is the first card that is going to be getting an alternate art, which is going to be pretty cool. Construction Train Signal Red, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora, which is actually a pretty good Xyz. If you're running this in a machine-based deck, number 81 is a house. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Libe is also in here, which is also going to be getting an alternate art, which is pretty cool. Heavy Armor Train Iron Wolf, Double-Headed Anger Knuckle, Special Schedule Train Connection, Revolving Switch Yard, Urgent Schedule, and Barrage Blast. For the Invoked, obviously you got Alistair the Invoker, and then of course you got his fusions. So you got Invoked Kalika, Raijin, Casitas, Purgatrio, Magellanica, Makaba, which is getting an alternate art reprint, which is really cool. Invoked Elysium, Ugoids. That's the one that I actually have that card here with me in my binders over here. There we go. Here we are. It's basically this card right here. Yeah, it's the one card that nobody in the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh community can ever pronounce. Why? I've got no clue whatsoever, but it's basically that. Alistair the Invoker of Madness, Magical Meltdown, Invocation, which is also going to be getting an alternate art, which is really cool. Excuse me. Book of the Law and Omega Summon, which actually is a weird reprint, given the fact that it's literally a new card. So it's a weird reprint, but it's okay. It's an okay reprint, I'll say. Funny enough, you can actually run Omega Summon. Wait, hold on. Omega Summon. If I remember correctly, Omega, let's see, let's go deck. I'll pick my Advanced Crystal Beast deck, in which, if you guys haven't checked out the Advanced Crystal Beast deck profile, I recommend you guys check it out. It was pretty nuts. Omega Summon. What does the card do? Target any number of banished invoked. Okay, target any number of your banished invoked monsters with different names. Special summon them in defense. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, that's quite the card. It's essentially a different dimension reincarnation on steroids, because with DDR it's an equip. This one is not. Damn. There's not much to say about it except just damn. Damn. And then of course the Sky Strikers. You got Ray, you got Rose, you got Surgical Striker Hamp. You got the Lynx as well. So you got Kagari, Shizuku, which is also going to be getting an alternate art reprint. Hayate, Kaina, Zeke, Engage, which is also getting a alternate art reprint, which is pretty cool. Afterburners, Jammy Waves, Hornet Drones, Widow Anchor, Eagle Booster, which is a weird one. Shark Cannon, which I don't think anybody ran Eagle Booster in the deck. I don't think so. What does Eagle Booster do? I don't remember what it does. Is this the one that excuse me. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target a face-up monster on the field. That target is unaffected by card effects this turn, except its own. And if you have 3 or more spells in your grave, it cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. So this is I think this is the this is the protection one. Okay. I thought so. Eagle Booster was a bit of a weird one. Shark Cannon, Hercules Base, which I think is the other, which is the equipped spell. Multi-roll, still a pretty crazy card. Area Zero, Vector Blast. Vector Blast. Did I ever talk about any of these cards? Vector Blast. This must be the one from the Oh, this is from Soul Fusion. Okay, so I don't think I ever talked about this one. Normal spell. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, each player sends the top 2 cards of their deck to the grave, or as many as possible if less than 2. Then if you send at least 1 card to the grave, and have 3 or more spells in your grave, you can shuffle all your opponent's monsters from the extra monster zones into the deck. Ew. So this is basically Compulse on steroids. Okay. It's basically Compulse on steroids, which is insane. Scissors Cross, Mobilize Linkage, which I think that's the one that gives you a free body from the extra, which is pretty cool. I have to admit, it's pretty cool. Scissors Cross. What does this one do? I don't think I ever talked about Scissors Cross. Ignition Assault. Did I ever talk about Ignition? I think I did talk about Ignition Assault. If I didn't, you guys... If I did talk about the cards from Ignition Assault, let me know in the comments, because I think I did. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target a level 4 Sky Striker Ace monster in your grave, add it to your hand, or if you have 3 or more spells in your grave, you can spell summon it instead. This is the one where, this is basically the one card, sorry guys, my nose is a little runny. I apologize, guys. Sorry, guys. I apologize, guys. My nose is a little runny. My mom had a cold, and I think I might have stole it from her. My room is like this way, so I'm pointing my finger that way. Anyway, yeah. I think this is the one card combo where actually, I think, what's the one card combo? Was it multi-roll? I think multi-roll is the one card combo where it helps you go into Scissors Cross and then go into Ray or Rose if you don't have either one in your hand. That's actually pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool. You know what? If you guys want to see a Sky Striker deck profile, let me know in the comments. I'm very tempted to build it, just because of how unique the deck is, and I don't know if it's still good. I don't even know if it's still playable in today's format, because right now, at the time that I'm recording this, which is the same day I'm posting it, which is Sunday, November 6th, YCS Pasadena is still going on, and Swiss format is done, so it's now the elimination rounds. Let's see, and now for the Dragon Maid. So you have Nurse, you've got Nurse, Ernest, Laundry, Nudiarl, Kitchen Dragon Maid Tinkak, Parlor Dragon Maid Lopar, Chamber Dragon Maid, House Dragon Maid, which is getting an alternate art reprint, which is pretty cool. Dragon Maid Xiao, Dragon Maid Hospitality, which is getting an alternate reprint, which is really cool. Dragon Maid Welcome, Dragon Maid Changeover, Dragon Maid Send Off, Tidying, Downtime, Laundry Trap, and also Laundry Trap. And now for the Live Twin, Evil Twin archetypes. So we have Live Twin, Kisakill, Lilla, Live Twin, Kisakill, excuse me, Live Twin, Kisakill Frost, Live Twin, Lilla Treat, Evil Twins, Kisakill and Lilla, Evil Twin's Kiss the Kill, which is getting an alternate reprint, as will Evil Twin Lila is also getting an alternate art reprint. Evil Twins Trouble Sunny, Live Twin Home, Live Twin Channel, Secret Password, Live Twin Sunny's Snitch, Evil Twin Challenge, Evil Twin GGEZ. Yeah, really bad pun. Bad pun on Konami's part, but still it's pretty funny. Evil Twin Present, Boo Boo Game, and also to Evil Twin Present. And then for the rest of the other reprints that are gonna be in the set, you've got Boo Boo Game, Sky Palace Gangari Day, Sky Cavalry Centauria, Unchained Abomination, Nightmare Phoenix, which is a really weird reprint, Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. And the reason why this card is being printed in the set is because of the Dragon Mates, because all the Dragon Mates are dragon, which makes sense. And then of course Upstart Goblin, which is a really weird reprint, but still pretty cool. And then we got the new cards, and I will be talking about the new cards if I have not done so already. So first up, we have Switch Point. Switch Point is a normal trap that reads, if your opponent controls 3 or more monsters, choose one of them and make your opponent send either it or all other monsters they control to the grave, their choice. So this is basically was in Changing Destiny, I think it is, where it's either you take damage or your opponent takes damage. That's what this card is. And judging by the artwork of the card, because I'm actually looking at it on Wikipedia. Shout out, no copyrights as always. It basically has, I think that's Express Train Trolley Ollie. So it might work. I think it's for the trains, if I'm not mistaken. But this is basically a way to force your opponent's hand, where it's either they nuke their whole board, or they choose one to nuke on its own. So it really doesn't matter which one they choose. Either way their board's going to be broken no matter what, which is going to be pretty annoying for your opponent. Next up, we have Alpha Summon. This is, I believe, this is for the Invoked. And it's a normal trap that reads, target one of your banished monsters and one of your opponent's banished monsters. Special summon your monster to your opponent's field, and if you do, special summon that opponent's monster to your field. So it's basically how can I describe it? I guess you could say it's kind of like Creature Swap mixed in with a different dimension reincarnation, I guess you could say. So I mean that it's a pretty funny card. But what's cool about this is that you can target one of your more weaker invoked monsters, special summon that monster to your opponent's field, and then target one of your opponent's boss monsters, I guess you could say, summon it to your board, and you essentially just have game right then and there. It depends on what you summon, and depending on what you summon, it can either say I love you, or it can say go fuck yourself, basically. But that's actually pretty cool, I have to admit. Next up, we have Red Arrows, which I believe this is supposed to be for the Sky Strikers. Target up to 2 face-up monsters in the action monster zone. Banish them until the end phase. So this is basically Drill Warrior, which is pretty cool. Not Drill Warrior. This is basically a spell version of interdimensional matter transporter, which you can target, which I believe works during the battle phase, where you can target one of your monsters that's being targeted for an attack and banish it. This card does the exact same thing. Only thing is that the only thing is that you have to use it during the main phase. In which case, if the only monster on your opponent's board is a monster that's in the extra monster zone, and they don't have anything else, not in their back row or even in their main monster zone, you can banish that monster, pull off your combo, rip cards out of your opponent's hand depending on what deck you're playing, and attack for game. This is basically the one card that I believe could potentially win games, depending on what deck gets put, depending on what deck this card gets put into. So if this card gets put into Sky Strikers, which most likely can work with Sky Strikers, that could be a pretty. This card could be a very powerful card, very powerful in my personal opinion. But let's see. But let's see. Next up, we have Sweet Room Maid, which I believe works with the Dragon Maid's font, ironically enough. And it's a quick play spell that reads: if a card or cards is sent from the hand and or deck to the grave, target a card in either grave, shuffle it into the deck. Excuse me. So this is basically a way for you to take cards from your deck, especially ones that cards such as your Ash Blossom, your Ghost Bells, whatever, your Nibiru's or whatever, shuffle them into your deck, and if you draw it out next turn, you basically have a disruption. That's pretty nuts. So it's basically it's sort of like a Fool's Return, but different, I'll say. It's a bit different, I will say. And then the last one up is Lila Rap. Yes, that is the name of the card, Lila Rap. And the name suggests it. It can work with the Live Twin, Evil Twin archetype, and it's a continuous spell that reads: once per turn, if you spell summon a monster from the grave, except during the damage tab, you can make your opponent lose 1,000 life points, and if they do, you gain 500 life points. You can only activate the effect once per chain. Oh, okay. So I think I get it now. So if you were to activate a card like say Monster Reborn, and the summon resolves, your opponent takes 1,000 damage, you gain 500 life points. So it's basically I gain half, you take the full damage. That's actually pretty nuts. So this card right here can easily be a way to just slowly burn your opponent down, and it basically puts your opponent on a 8-turn clock, which could really do some damage to your opponent. That's actually pretty cool. But I'm gonna be honest. I think this set might be one of the most interesting sets we've had in the OCG thus far. I know that the Selection 4 set, or rather, I think the Selection 10 was it that we had last time. The Selection 10 set was rather. This was last year's set, or actually, this was the set from 2020, and this one gave us a lot of new cards that we saw in Ghosts from the past. So we basically got brand new Vampire Support, Lavels, Heretics, Shadals, Necros, Galaxies, Time Thief, literally, and even also the new Sunvine Sunseed archetype, the Starry Night archetype, basically cards that we got, basically all the cards that we saw in the Selection 10 set, which I had already talked about before, we got in, I think, Ghost from the Past, if my memory serves right. This set, on the other hand, I'm assuming the new cards, I'm assuming we're probably going to see them in, probably a future Ghost, probably in a future side set, like perhaps Ghost from the Past 3. I've heard rumors that we're probably going to get that, but get that set. But the problem is that we don't know exactly what will be in that set. And even if we do get that set, I don't think it's going to be as impactful as Ghost from the Past, the second Haunting, because of the fact that with the first Ghost from the Past, we know that that the pull ratios for Ghost Raiders was absolutely stupid. It was just too sad. I think it was like 1 per like 3 cases or something like that, which was just very, 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 very sad. Ghost from the Past, the second Haunting, I believe the ratio was like 3 per case. I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 per case. So it was a lot easier for players to pull Ghost Rares. And honestly, these cards, we could potentially see them in sets like those. Even these five new cards, we could potentially. Excuse me. We could potentially see these five new cards in a future set, like a core set, or maybe even also as like promos for a legendary duelist set or something like that. That I mentioned that at the top of the video. But honestly, I think these 5 new cards could potentially change the meta once they do come out for us in the TCG, especially the fact that decks like was it Missing Mind Burn, Invoked, Zodiac based decks, Heroes, whatnot. Those decks these cards could benefit from those decks, if you will, which is pretty cool. But I want your guys' opinion. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on this set, and which card among the 5 new cards that I had just talked about, Switch Point, Alpha Summon, Rare Arrows, Sweet Roommate, and Little Rap, which of these 5 cards, question of the day, is going to change the meta? Let me know down in the comments below, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more set list reveals in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.